A really common troubleshooting task we have is we've got a client machine and it's unable to reach some destination. Maybe that destination is on the internet, maybe it's on our local network, but as part of that troubleshooting process, a really common thing we do is determine the IP address of that end user station. And that's going to let us know that we've got an IP address successfully assigned if we were trying to learn that IP address from a DHCP server, or we've statically configured an IP address that belongs to the appropriate network. We've got a good subnet mask, and we're pointing to an appropriate default gateway. The command you use to determine the IP address of a client is going to vary, of course, based on that client's operating system. I happen to be running Microsoft Windows 8, but this same command is going to work on other versions, several other versions of Microsoft Windows. And if you're running something like Unix or Linux or Mac OS X, you might try the ifconfig command. But here on Microsoft Windows 8, I'm going to say ipconfig. And let's see what it tells us. It shows us, I'm going to highlight this for us. This shows us the IP version 6 link local address and the IP version 4 IP address. We see both IPv4 and IPv6 information. And I can see that my IP version 4 address is 192.168.1.164. I can look at my network topology and make sure that this IP address should work on this subnet. I can also see the subnet mask. Should I be configured for a 24-bit subnet mask or not? And I can determine my default gateway. A really common thing we do at this point is ping the default gateway. Can I reach my default gateway? We'll talk more about pinging in another video, but let's just do a quick ping to 192. Let's try ping 192.168.1.1. Can I reach my default gateway? Yes, I can. Excellent. One piece of information that seems to be missing, though, is MAC address information. Can I determine my MAC address information from this output? Well, I don't see it. But what we can do is add on a /all to our ipconfig command. I'm going to do an ipconfig space /all, and check this out. Let me scroll back up. We've got several virtual interfaces in the mix here, so let's find the interface that we're interested in. Here it is. I want to highlight this for us. It's this Ethernet adapter right here. We see same IP address we saw just a moment ago, but look at this. We've got a physical address. This physical address in hexadecimal is our MAC address. This is our 48-bit MAC address, and we might look at this MAC address, then go to our Cisco Catalyst switch in the wiring closet and make sure that this MAC address has been successfully learned in the MAC address table of that switch. That's a quick look at how we can go to an end user device. Here specifically, we were looking at Microsoft Windows 8 and determine what is the IP address, what is the subnet mask, what is the IP version 6 link local address, and what is the default gateway.